Hey guys, how's it going? I'm down here at ZIMM'S Guitars, and today I have to restring this Ibanez iron label. Beautiful guitar. I believe it's from maybe 2002, made in Indonesia. We've got the EMG pickups, three-way switch, single volume, and a kill switch. Okay, I gotta restring this. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. Let's pull these strings off of here. So I have to string this one up. I can't help it. It's my job. This guitar does belong to the store though, and this guitar is for sale. And it's got all these little bat wing inlays on here, which is a strange inlay. We've also got on here Goto locking tuners. So I'm just going to really quick just loosen these. And the strings, they should just fall right out. Great brand of a locking tuner, the Gotos. So I think that might be an upgrade from the stock Ibanez tuners that were on here. But again, I gotta restring these guitars. I figure I might as well make a video. It gives me somebody to talk to while I'm restringing guitars. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Okay, so far so good. They're just coming right out of here. And these tuners, I see that they are staggered, so they're a little bit taller here than they are here. And these three, and then these three are really short. And another thing that I might as well show you since we're up here looking. This cover is really nice. It just opens up like that. You don't got to deal with the three little screws to take that off. Really nice. Okay. Let's cut these strings. Get these babies out of the way. And then when you push them through the back, you don't have to worry about pulling the whole string through the guitar and through the bridge. Get these babies out of here. There we go. So our saddle looks like our E string is really back pretty far. Looks like it's going to need it intonated, but we can do that. Now these, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. On these inlays, because I think these are decals that's over top of here. Let me just see if I can grab one with my fingernail. And lift that baby right off of there. Comes right off. So somebody had the little Halloween, scary Halloween thing going with all these bat wings. I mean, PRS does it with birds, so why not Ibanez do it with bats? So I guess what's going on with this guitar is it doesn't have any inlays on the fretboard, and so whoever owned this guitar, he put his own inlays on there, because I know that sometimes when you sit down and play, you're kind of looking at the inlays. When you stand up and play, you're looking at the dots at the top. So whoever owned this was maybe the kind of guy, a bedroom player, that maybe would sit down when he played. So that makes sense to me that he would want inlay markers. But these things are coming off really easy, fortunately. And doesn't seem like they're leaving any residue or anything on here. But we're going to clean this fretboard anyhow. I maybe should have left the one at the 12th fret on there. That would have been kind of a cool idea. A lot of guitars have just an inlay at the 12th fret. Okay. Let me grab my shop rag. We'll kind of hit this and get some of the dust off of here. Kind of a strange kill switch on this one, where normally you'd see a button that you could beep 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 beep, but this has the actual switch, so I guess you could kind of do it fast on there. Okay. Big, tall jumbo frets on this thing. More and more companies are putting jumbo frets on stuff. Ibanez is, honestly, if you're one of those shredder guys, a lot of them play Ibanez guitars. And I saw some video footage of the G3 concert that had Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and Eric Johnson. Is that his name? Eric Johnson? Yeah. But two of those guys play Ibanez's. I don't know what Eric. I think he's a Fender guy. Is it Eric Johnson? Am I saying that right? A little bit on this. Clean these EMGs up, but those guys play Ibanez and they're real shredders, so they all like those jumbo frets on there. So I think overall the condition, we've got the binding that goes around. We've got the battery pack in the back there. Got a little tiny scrape right there. But overall, this guitar is in really beautiful condition. And again, this one is property of ZIMM'S Guitar, so it is for sale. And I think new, I'm guessing on pricing right now, but I think new they were $7.99 or something. And so I'm going to guess, and don't quote me on this, but I think that in the used market then, realistically they probably bring $600, something like that. Just clean all that off of there now. I see a little bit of residue from some of those inlay stickers that was on there. But not too much. Really nice dark piece of wood. And that's possibly one reason they didn't put a bunch of inlays in it, is because that is a nice dark piece of wood right there. Okay, I think we're good there. I think this baby's as clean as it's going to get. So let's go ahead and grab some strings, and let's throw strings on it. Today's string choice. Okay, after a lot of deep thought and consideration, I went with a hybrid Slinky 9 through 46. So this has the high part of this, the high 3 strings of the 9, 11, and 16. But then on the low strings, you're more like on a 10 gauge pack where you have 26, 36, and 46. So just taking into the consideration that the average guy might want to go drop D, we have a little heavier string on the bottom for those shreddy guys that want to go drop D, those modern rock players. A little heavier at the bottom. And with the locking tuner, you just pull this all the way through, and then you just snug down the locking wheel on the back here. And that's all there is to it. Make sure it's over there sitting in the nut nicely. The nut is cut, well, it's kind of hanging over a little tiny bit right here under my thumb, but overall it's cut really well. A lot of guys, when they're looking at a guitar and they're trying to make a judgment on, is this a quality guitar? You see a lot of guys run their thumb up over the side of that nut. And if you can feel it, and this one you can kind of feel it right there. See? It's one of those things that guys do to when you're just sort of, hey, is this a quality guitar? Is it a quality build? And this guitar almost kind of fails on the how quality the nut is on here. It's just a little bit big, it feels like, as far as width. It's a little bit wide. Not a big deal. Most guys don't even think about it. Some of those guitar snob guys probably know. Our B string is an 11 gauge. And I could probably set this guitar up to be in E flat, half step down. Drop D, probably be a good idea for something like this. Or we could put it in standard tuning. And then one thing that I kind of didn't do was, a lot of times down here at the headstock, I'll go ahead and take my little 10mm wrench and I will snug the tuners down. And I forgot to do that on this one. But seeing how you use an open end wrench instead of the socket, a lot of guys are like, you should use a socket to do that. Well, with my open end wrench, I can get to it with the string on there. That one was really loose. So in the comments, if you're the kind of guy that says you should use a socket when you do that, this is a way that you can maybe reconsider putting that in the comments to using to use a socket on these, because I can honestly get to these really easily with this little opened end 10mm wrench, because these were really loose. Really loose. I mean, I can hand tighten them. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Alright, and then finally my high E string is a 9 gauge. No string trees necessary on this guitar because of the neck angle. Alright, let's look at the neck. Got my notch straight edge in here. And this is a long scale guitar. And there is a little bit of relief in the neck. So let's just snug that truss rod down some. Okay, and I think with my thumb now, there we go, I can open that up. Let's see if I've got the right wrench that fits in here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to move this string out of the way. Okay, it feels like it's sort of right in the center here. So I'm going to snug it tight. There we go. There we go. There's a lot of turns involved right there. Okay, I can already tell I'm way too tight. Loosen it a little tiny bit more. Might have it too tight. Let's take a look. If it's too tight, it's just going to fret out. Yeah, she's a little too tight. I think I can do it like this. There we go. Let me retune it. Hey guys, so the iron label Ibanez, I have strings on it. It's set to drop D tuning. Let's just play a little bit. I have a shred collab video that I put up about 2 weeks ago, and I want you guys to participate. So you've seen me playing. I'm not much of a player, but I know there's tons of guys that watch. Go in my shred collab video and click on the link to get yourself the backing track, and then film yourself and then email it back to me. And let's get a really cool shred collab video going. I did that video about 2 weeks ago, so middle of January of 2024, I put it up. Look for that and participate. This thing, it's all strung up. It plays really good. It's got a super fun kill switch on there, and it is for sale. ZIMM'S Guitars. Give me a call or look on our website and like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff that all those YouTubers are always asking you guys to do. Thank you so much for watching. Go buy a guitar.